Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM, brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife and Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we close out the fastest 90 minutes in outdoor radio programming. You don't have to ask me to say that. Ron Wong's sitting here. He never went to sleep.
No,
Bill
never.
Cooksey's on the line in Jackson, Tennessee. No, he's in, I keep forgetting, he's in at
Dallas, Texas.
Texas.
At the GU
The
Expo.
Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, at the Texas Motor Speedway. So if you hear somebody driving by fast, it was probably Dale Sanders, who we just had on. At 87, Dale is going to be paddling the Mississippi River from source to sea next June. So from a segue from Dale Sanders to the new man on the block at the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. He's only the 16th director in the commission's 106 years. And no, I was not around when they named the first one. A lot of people think I was, but I'm not. But we're really happy to have with us Austin Booth. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Larry. Very happy Saturday to you and all of your listeners, and thanks for having me.
Well, I'm just really happy. This position, Austin, I know that I looked at your background and things along this line. I know when you were growing up in Scott, Arkansas, did you ever think you'd be the director of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission?
I did not. That's for sure, but I couldn't be happier to be here.
Well, I've looked at some of these things in the career that you had in the military. You went to school at probably one of the most beautiful campuses I've ever visited, the Citadel. And the only thing I can remember about the Citadel is they beat Arkansas 10-3, and they fired Jack Crow the next day when I was in school. So I don't know if you remember that or not, but when I was at the University of Arkansas in the Citadel, I think they're the Bulldogs, aren't they? Are they the Bulldogs?
That's right. They're the Bulldogs.
I amaze myself with knowledge and things along that line. But but talk about the job itself. Growing up in Scott, I saw in there that you love the outdoors, which you've got to have the compassion here. You've even taken your kids jug fishing.
All right.
Now you're my kind of man.
That's
so,
fun.
I mean, to let them experience that. So talk about the position itself.
Well, if you look at the history of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission and what we've done, not only for Arkansans inside the state, but for all the people throughout the world that come to Arkansas to enjoy the treasure we have here in the outdoors, it's just incredibly rich and something that we're very proud of within the state. We've restored the black bear to the Ozark Mountains. We've brought our white-tailed deer population from only a few thousand to over a 200,000 harvest last year. We stocked and raised 17 million fish last year.
Wow.
And we impact so many Arkansans, so many people outside of Arkansas. And like you said, the outdoors is something that's just in my DNA, always has been, always will be, and I can't think of a better way for me to serve a state that I love so much than this position.
Well, one of our co-hosts, he's on the line, as I said, down in Dallas at the Ducks Unlimited Expo, DU Expo, is Bill Cooksey. He is the Sportsman Outreach Coordinator at Vanishing Paradise for the National Wildlife Federation. And, Bill, I can tell you right off the bat, the man does duck hunt. Okay, Bill? I mean,
that's a good thing in Arkansas.
That's a good thing in Arkansas, and he does know where Bimeda is, and he can spell it right. Okay, so that's another.
Let's get busy saving those trees.
Yeah, there you go. So
that's right.
Did you hear that, Austin? You've already got a request from one of my co-hosts to save the trees. So what's as you take this, and of course you're following Pat, who's been there for a while. Your goals. I mean, do you look at this thing and say, we've been through some trying times with COVID and things along that line. So you're coming along at a time that there are some challenges out there. So what are some of the goals as you look toward 2022 and things along that line?
Sure. I'm at a natural turning point right now with the timing of your show because I've been on the job for 2 weeks now.
Yes.
And the current director, Pat Fitz, he's been with the agency, I believe, for 32 years.
32 years, and he's still there till Tuesday. I mean, technically.
That's right.
So you're.
That's right. And so he retires June 30th. And I take the reins on July 1st. So the past 2 weeks have been me laser focused on trying to just learn and leverage Pat while I've still got him.
Yes.
But looking forward to the rest of 2021 and 2022 and beyond, we do have some challenges that I'm trying to orient on personally, and then also just to ensure that the agency's oriented on those challenges as well. But broadly, my goal is to ensure balance. We have a very rich state natural resources wise. You can kill an alligator and you can kill an elk in the same
Wow.
state. You can catch a brown trout. You can catch a trophy largemouth bass, and that is a wonderful thing, Larry. But what that sometimes leads us to is us being pulled in different directions.
Yes.
And us having to balance, public land with private land, and us, trying to balance our turkey habitat with what we're doing for deer.
Yes.
And we get into all these different situations where we're trying to balance what we're doing. And that's my goal. The first 2 years is to get my head around the budget, get my head around the infrastructure need to ensure that we have the right balanced approach so that we can keep doing what we've been doing for 106 years, not just for my kids, but for my grandkids. We can keep doing it in a sustainable way.
Well, was this a position that you sought, Austin?
Yes, it was. I was the chief of staff at the Arkansas Department of Veterans Affairs.
Yes.
And if you just look at my resume, going from military school to law school to the Marine Corps for 8 years to state government.
Afghanistan.
Afghanistan, that's right.
Yeah.
You would be tempted to think that this guy's got no idea what he wants to do with his life. But that couldn't be further from the truth, Larry.
Yes.
Because I have the immense opportunity to fight for causes that I care very deeply about, whether that's in the Marine Corps for our country,
yes,
at the Department of Veterans Affairs for my fellow veterans, or now for the outdoors. And so I was just a average run-of-the-mill customer of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, and I saw the ad in the paper that Director Fitz was retiring and that they were going to hire a headhunter.
Yes.
So I Googled the headhunter. I saw the vacancy, and I sent in my resume, and I made the best case that I could.
Well, that's what I've heard. And Bill, you deal with the legislator, and you deal with the government, and you hear Austin here, Bill Cooksey. I know this is. It sounds like they got the right man to me, Bill.
It really does, and I was going to tell him next week I'll be on calls with Boozman, Crawford, and Westerman. So if he needs anything, let me know, and I'll put a word in.
He will.
Please do.
He will on that, because Bill has to deal with a lot of those different things. Again, we're talking to Austin Booth. He's a newly appointed. Well, he'll be starting on July 1st. We're getting ahead of ourselves a little bit, but he'll be the 19th director in 106 years. And I know, Austin, that this is a job that you have to have a passion for because you deal with just so many different avenues of people. And I'm assuming that background helps you. You got to be a people person, and I feel that's what you are. Do you feel that the skills like that's going to be an advantage for you?
Absolutely. I have, thanks to the good Lord and the opportunities that He's given me, I have a lot of experience doing three things. One is leading people.
Yes.
The Marine Corps just wired that into me.
Yeah.
And I approach it as a Marine Corps officer that just loves to take responsibility for his actions and those for the people that he leads. The the second thing that I've done quite a bit of, either in my last capacity with the state of Arkansas or in the Marine Corps, is manage a government budget.
Yes, you
which
did.
isn't always easy, but I've got a lot of experience just making sure that an organization's resourced for the challenges of tomorrow. And then the third thing is I've got experience fighting, Larry.
You have,
and,
yes.
And when I look at the Arkansas outdoors, that's something that I'm willing to fight for.
That's what anybody that's been to Parris Island, Quantico, and Afghanistan, and knows where Bi-Meat is, you're in for us. I can tell you that. Austin, thank you very much. I know you're a busy guy, but we look forward to talking to you more down the road, because we definitely cover a lot of Arkansas on Outdoors with Larry Ray, and I know Keith Stevens and those guys really keep me posted. So we will stay in touch, and congratulations again. And I think they got the right man here. Thank you, Austin. All right.
Thank you, Larry.
All right. Have a great day. All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. Austin Booth. All right. Let me tell you before we let these guys get out of here. Next week will be First Saturday. Dave Gabbert, Gene Smith to be in. We'll have some puns and things along that line. Ron's got to head on down to Grenada Lake.
Yes, I am.
For the Mississippi Crappie Trail. That's a unique tournament.
MLF-style tournament for crappie fishing.
And we need to get Bill on pretty soon again before the fourth Saturday. Bill, I'd like to get your observation of what's going on down there at Texas, and also let's talk a little bit more about that what's going on next week too that you were talking about. So we'll stay in touch,
Okay.
And you can get more information at the National Wildlife Federation website, right, Bill? A lot of these things are.
You can get it there, vanishingparadise.org, our website.
There it is. And for sure, go to lroutdoors.com. Some great interviews from the Classic with Samantha Gay and some cameraman that she had with her. I can't remember his name. But
She's so lucky.
But you can hear his laugh. He has the Wong laugh that I know is in there.
She's so lucky.
Yes, she is. All right, Shelby, thank you for taking care of us. Bill Cooksey, thank you. Ron Wong, thank you, buddy. And this is Larry Ray reminding you I do each and every week. It doesn't cost an extra cent to be a good sport. And what else? God bless the USA.